Trick or treat, smell my feet. Here you go, I'll give you a Milky Way. It's the worst candy of all time. Or is it the best? I don't know. Cream of the crop? Candy? Let's eat.
Excuse me, I need a spoon.
My spoon is too big.
Spoon with me, dude!
We're gonna do cream of the crop, candy. That's right, all candy.
Yeah.
Not only
Oh, that's what I was about to say.
are we doing one cream of the crop, no, this is a super special Halloween edition. So we're gonna be doing cream of the crop as well as a cream of the crap. And we're gonna have our top 5 candies as well as our top 5 least favorite candies just for you on this special Halloween edition of Little Spoon Snatchers.
And then we're gonna round it out with the NFL charcuterie and our song of the week. Might as well run down the whole plate. You know what I mean?
I'm excited.
I am too. Let's get after
Good
it.
little
Let's
episode.
get after it. Who wants to start?
I'll go ahead first.
All right, go for it.
So,
Number 5.
Cream of the crop candy. I love my list. It was very, very easy to pick my top 3. But I'm gonna start off with first, a very controversial one, I think, but it's Swedish Fish. I love Swedish Fish, and I'll tell you why. Is because I think they are the best gummy candy that there is, to where I can eat a lot of them and not feel super sick. They don't make my teeth hurt. They have a good consistency, whether they're warm or they're cold. They're very nice and they have a good flavor. And yeah, but what really solidifies it for me, as I said, is just unlike gummy bears or gummy worms or anything like that, if I have too many of them, the gummy candy, it can make my stomach hurt. And sometimes like my teeth hurt too, but Swedish Fish aren't like that. I think they are a very good versatile candy, and I'm always excited when I see a package of them, so I'll always eat them. So
Disagree. I've never had a good experience with Swedish Fish. I don't like it. Never have, never will. And I love
you just got the wrong pond.
I love fish food. That's the thing. I love seafood. I love it
Fish
all.
food?
Yeah, fish food. You know what I'm saying? I love it all. Swedish Fish, that ain't it, boy.
I'm gonna start calling seafood
I
fish
think-
food.
Yeah.
It is fish food. What
is.
else is it?
I also think if you're comparing Swedish Fish to actual fish, you're gonna be disappointed.
That's a good point. You go to like a
If you expected to
Nice
taste like
candy.
fish,
Well, I didn't expect it to be like fish, but I expected it to be better than that junk.
not a big Swedish Fish guy, huh? It's funny that I'm sitting in the middle because I'm honestly in the middle of those two takes. Like it's not on either of my cream of the crops, but it's just an average candy to me. I don't know. I know a lot of people love it. I think my brother, it's one of his favorites. I don't know.
That's
but
yeah. A lot of people do like it.
not a big one for me either. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it like you.
I think if you're one of the best gummies candies out there, you gotta be on the top 5.
Okay.
That's just
I would
it.
take Lifesaver gummies over it.
I do like Lifesavers. Those were one of the ones competing, but again, I still feel like if I eat too many,
One of my honorable
Lifesavers.
mentions.
it's gonna. But go ahead, Skip.
We'll get there. I'm starting one off with one I think is even more controversial than yours. I know a lot of people hate this candy, but it's one of my personal favorites, and I'm about to make that money because it's a Payday.
I mean, it's not bad. I actually didn't think about it, but it is a pretty good candy.
I thought about it.
Just average?
It doesn't seem like a candy to me.
It
It almost
doesn't.
seems like a protein bar.
Well, it was initially, I watched a lot of GMM today, and they talked about it on there. It was initially marketed as a protein bar. That's what it started
Well,
as.
that adds up.
So it kind of makes sense. But no, it's just delicious, and especially it feels healthier too. So like if you want a candy, but you also want to try and stay healthy and trick yourself into I'm eating healthy, you just grab a Payday.
Is it a trick or is it a treat?
Oh, I don't know.
I think Payday is a good solid candy, but it wasn't like it doesn't have anything that draws me to it. I mean, I love peanut and I love peanut butter,
agree.
but like it doesn't have any. It's just bland to me. It's like,
I don't hear anybody ever say, "Hey, I just want a Payday."
Yeah, like no. I
Dude.
mean, yeah, I do after every week, but
Oh, sure. Yeah, good point. Maybe it is the best.
there was a while there where I was like all in on the Payday, and like every time that I was like had the option to get a candy bar, it was a Payday. Big Payday guy.
Sam, what you got?
So my number 5 is peanut butter M&Ms. Like the peanut butter M&Ms. I like the peanut M&Ms, but they just seem like too much work. And I think just eating the peanut, but I just love peanut butter. And then like it's surrounded by chocolate and that nice hard shell. Like, it's the best. I seriously, there was a point when my brother lived at my mom's house still, and we would stay up all night and play video games, and he'd always buy the big bag of peanut butter M&Ms, and guess what? He never ate them. I ate them. They were mine. I stole them from him. But yeah, I love peanut butter M&Ms, and I would get them every single time I can. For number 4, I went with the 1,000 Grand bar. I was debating between this one or the Crunch Bar, because I really like the crispy, like Rice Krispie within the chocolate, but I went with the 1,000 Grand because it adds more with like the caramel and like I want to say it has like a little bit of peanut butter in it too. I mean, at least it tastes like it to me. But yeah, it just adds more and it's funky and it's a fun bar to eat.
100 Grand is one of those ones.
It's 1,000.
Or yeah. Well, I don't eat it much, and anytime I see it, I never really grab it, and it's almost like Payday. It's sort of in that category of like
the Krispies, man. The Krispies
seems like forgettable.
The Krispies.
It's I don't know. It's.
I mean, I like both of them, and the times I've never disliked it, but it's just one of those ones I've had probably less than 10 times in my life.
I compare it a lot to one of the ones on my honorable mention, and it was like that one or this one was gonna get the number 4 spot, but I went with 1,000 Grand because I like the Krispies.
I mean, I enjoy 1,000 Grand bar. It's just never a go-to for me.
Yeah,
that's like it's just not a go-to. But if like I have one, I'm gonna eat it.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And that's the thing I think with all of mine and even the bad ones is if it's in front of me, like I'll eat it. But it's just a matter of. But we'll get there.
If I'm in the self checkout and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna grab one of these candy bars. Like I'm never reaching for the 1,000 Grand.
Yeah, well, you're missing out because you should.
Maybe I should next time.
Next time.
All right, I'm gonna go with my number 4. I'm going for my gummy candy of choice, which I guess it is gummy. It is actually no, not really, but still the Mike and Ike. It's more of a fruit flavor pill than a gummy. You're not a Mike and Ike guy?
They're terrible, dude. They are worse than Swedish Fish.
Oh my gosh!
I'm about to walk out right now.
You don't like a good Mike
Put
and
that
Ike.
on your top 5. You can't even be serious right now. Look at your face.
No, skip. We're starting with the top 5.
Yeah, this isn't the crap.
This isn't the bottom 5.
Guys, Mike and Ike's are so good.
No, not top 5.
They're 100% top 5.
They're terrible. Dude.
100%
Where
top
are the
5.
others?
Listen, my dad is a big Mike and Ike's guy, and we'll grab him whenever we go on like road trips. That's like his go-to snack that he grabs from the gas station. I just end up eating them. They're so. Oh, you don't like Mike and Ike's?
They're garbage, dude.
Oh my gosh.
I will say.
I think
again, it's just because they're not really that gummy, but it's just in the line of 1,000 Grand or Payday for me. They're good, but
they're not.
Good.
They get stuck in your teeth, and they're like. They just feel. Ugh.
Do you make sure that you're getting the Mike and Ike's and not the Good and Plenty's? Good and Plenty's ain't good.
Good and Plenty's are the worst.
Here's the thing. I'm not gonna get either of those two.
Oh, Mike and Ike's are so good.
Mike and Ike's are.
You're missing out.
All right, before we get into a big long argument on that, I'm just gonna jump into my number 4, and this is the one I had just added. I forgot about it, but I just added it right before the show, and that is Cowtails.
Oh.
They are so and not even the Cowtails, like the long ones, but like the circular small ones that look like flat discs.
Yeah.
They're so good, the caramel and whatever that cream is.
Oh, dude, they are so good. I remember like going to like high school games and they would always
baseball games or something, dude. And they were 25 cents each or something like that.
How did I forget that?
Are you ready to be mad?
Yeah, go ahead.
I forgot about Cowtails. But if I hadn't of, they would be on my cream of the crap. 100%.
Skip,
you have the worst.
Skip is now his mission at this point is to be the black sheep of the podcast.
Exactly.
No,
and
I
he's
have
being pretentious.
I have never I remember when we used to go to my brother's baseball games all the time. My sister would get like 1,000,000 Cowtails. Like
because they're great.
She would have like $5 and she'd be like, "How many Cowtails can I get with this?" And she'd just take like the whole box.
Well, I know someone who is gonna hate your top 5 this week and your opinions now. Just because you just said that Lily loves them.
All right, well, she will. Well, they're not actually on my bottom 5 because I forgot about them.
Well,
Yeah, I forgot about them.
oh, you did say.
Dude,
But-
they are so good. Like with the powder, they're like little powdery on the.
They're not that good.
Oh my god.
All right.
Couldn't eat them. Couldn't eat them.
Then we're going to number 3. So my top 3 were very solidified, and I thought my whole list was, but then I remembered Cowtails, so that's why it's not. But number 3, a good old Twix. Twix is so good.
That's my number 3 too.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
Let's go. Yeah, Twix is so good.
Left or right?
Well, here's the thing. I've never seen like the peanut butter one. I've only ever seen the original one. Or anytime I ever get it in like a basket, it's always like the wrong one, the normal one.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've never had the peanut butter one. I get what they're doing. I mean, everyone loves like
Twix
peanut
is
butter
amazing.
with their candy. Twix is so good, and that's one of the candies I will grab every time.
Yeah, like I like to. I remember when I would eat the like caramel off the top, and just to look at the bar of one of them, and then I'd eat the normal one, like the other one normal. But I would eat the caramel off, and I'd look at the bar, and oh, that's so cool. Like dissect it with my while I'm eating it. Yeah, you never did that?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't.
Like how
Believe
you do
it or
like
not,
with,
no.
like with chicken nuggets when you eat the skin off and you look at it.
I used to do
I've
that.
done that.
Exactly. That's what I do with
With
the Twix.
I do it with Tostitos pizza rolls. Like I like peel them with my teeth.
Wait, what? Where's the film go?
No, I peel up the top half. I peel up the top half.
Wait, what do you mean top down?
Like if it's a pizza roll, I'll like split it in half, and then it's like just a bowl of like filling, and then it's a bowl of filling
Dude,
instead
just
of a
say
pouch.
your third. This is gonna be a long episode. You keep talking.
All right, my number 3. I had to put some sort of M&M thing on there, and I had peanut M&M written down. Last minute switch to the mini M&Ms. You get that tube.
They are better.
They're so much better.
They are better than the normal M&Ms. For
The
sure.
only problem I have with them is how little you get. You just get that tiny little tube. I think you need like a whole bag of mini M&Ms. You could fit so many mini M&Ms in a regular size M&M bag.
I feel like it's like an explosion when you eat like a bunch of them in your mouth, like just
No,
chocolate.
those are Pop Rocks.
I know. I'm just saying, like when you
No,
eat
that's
them.
Starburst.
Oh my. I hate you.
Sam,
Yeah.
your number 3?
Twix.
Oh, yeah.
Good number 3.
Hey,
Hey, Sam, you're number 2.
this was difficult. Like you said, I had my top 3 solidified immediately. Twix was number 3. Number 2, Kitkat.
Kitkat's my number 2. Let's go.
What is I love Kit Kats. They
They're
are
so
so
good.
good. They're amazing. Like the wafers in the inside of them, like the Twix. The one I would take out, I'd dissect it, look at it, make it all nice and cool, and then I would eat that other one normally. And then they have like white chocolate like Kit Kats, and they have.
Disgusting.
You're weird.
Anything white chocolate is gross.
You're despicable.
Yeah, I'm not a big white chocolate guy.
No,
either.
dark chocolate all the way.
You guys are disgusting. But Kit Kat's just unbelievable. And they have the mint ones too.
Those are good.
They have like so many different varieties, but Kit Kat in general is just awesome. I get excited when I see a Kit Kat in my pillowcase when I'm trick or treating. You know what I mean? I love it. I would like sort them all out and be like, Kit Kat's all over here. Everything else you can go in the garbage.
Absolutely.
Except for my number 1.
I love that pick. I love that.
I
pick.
enjoy full-size Kit Kat bars.
Like the 4 one.
Yeah, when you get 4 of them. I don't like the little mini ones as much. Just
Why?
You know what? You're
Why?
probably one of those weirdos who grabs the 4 and he just
bites into it.
bites in the. You're disgusting.
No, I break them off. I don't know what it is. It's just like when they're mini, it's kind of just like, it's not a Kit Kat bar to me. But I enjoy
It's not enough.
I enjoy
get
a
it.
full
Sure.
4 Kit Kat
I mean,
bars.
yeah, more is better.
More is better.
Absolutely. And your number 1, Sam?
I already did.
Should I'll do, no,
Yeah.
I'm going to do my number 2. Yeah, because I went 3-2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
'Cause I did too.
Yeah,
And then you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
are
yeah.
probably going to end up having the same number 1. So.
No, we're not. I know we're not.
Oh, okay.
I know we're not.
My
We had a
number
good run.
2.
That'd be cool.
We had a good run.
My number 2, I'm going with the Heath Bar.
Oh.
Do you not like Heath bars? That is my, especially
I knew you loved this bar.
Oh, I'm a
I
big
knew
Heath
it was
bar
gonna
fan.
be
I
up there
do,
for
yeah.
you.
big Heath Bar. I love toffee in general, but if you go, it's my go-to for like whenever I get like ice cream cyclone blizzard things. I always get the Heath mixed in there. That's the go-to. And it just, I mean, it does hurt your teeth a little bit. That's probably the only reason it's not number 1. But It's just so delicious.
I'm interested.
Can't hate it. Can't hate a Heath Bar.
My number 2, like I said, Kitkat. Nothing more to emphasize on. Just really good, amazing. My number 1. I know it's not your number 1. I know it's not your number 1 because you guys had both mentioned it, and I think you're wrong about the M&Ms. My number 1 is 100% the peanut M&Ms. They are. I think they're by far the best. I like them better than the peanut butter ones, and just the regular ones. The mini ones, you brought up a good point. But peanut M&Ms, I used to buy the big bags of the peanut M&Ms, and oh my gosh, I just eat them all the time.
I mean, they're great, and I think the best thing about them is that with the peanut butter M&Ms, the peanut butter and chocolate mash together when you eat them, so it's just like one.
Yeah.
Where when you eat with the peanut M&Ms, you get that chocolate flavor, and then you get the peanut flavor.
Yeah, and I think a lot of candy is chocolate and peanut butter based already, so it's not something totally new. But with the peanut, it becomes sort of unique it's just a little bit different. But also just like seeing that little yellow bag.
Yellow, yeah.
Oh, it's just you just see it and you're like, yeah, that's it. That's the one.
You know what my biggest problem with peanut M&Ms are? Is that they always pull me away from regular M&Ms. Because I love regular M&Ms so much, but I never eat them. Because if I have the choice, I'm always going peanut.
Then what's the problem?
So that's the problem. It's because I also want to eat regular. I wish that they would separate them. Only sell one. So that way I can't... Because if I have the choice between the two, I'm always going peanut. So I think they need to separate them so that way I don't have the choice. So that way I can get some regular M&Ms.
Oh, you mean like sell them in separate bags?
No, like at different stores. Like Walmart can only sell peanut.
Enough of that. But I will tell you one weird experiment concoction that you did with like your dissecting thing. With a peanut M&M, I will keep it in your mouth. I'll keep it in my mouth and then like just like let the saliva and like suck on it, sort of like a Jolly Rancher or something like that, and then the chocolate all dissolves, and then you just eat the peanut.
I'm with you 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
That was my question after this. He just
Skip
said
looked at me like
whatever.
I was stupid.
I'm gonna have to go suck a peanut M&M.
Clip that.
Before whatever you said, not that beforehand. I was gonna ask, so I gotta ask, like, do you dissect it? And of course, I mean everybody does. You bite off the top half and you look at it. You got the chocolate with the peanut hanging out.
I've bit off the top half, but
yeah, stop. You're done.
Skip, I'm excited to hear you guys' number 1. So Skip, go ahead.
My number 1, I've lost you guys on my list a little bit here.
Yeah.
You guys haven't seemed to be a big fan of mine, but I'm gonna turn you all around with my number 1, the classic, the best candy bar ever made, and that's a Snickers.
It's good.
Yeah, Snickers is great.
It's just a lot. It's just tough to beat. It's and especially the Snickers minis are somehow even better.
Yeah.
It's
again like you said with the Kit Kats, little like when they're little, it's just like throw it in your mouth.
So you like mini everything except for Kit Kat.
Well, no. Here's why I think it's because with the Kit Kat, it's like it's all the same. Like you don't get the insides or it's just wafer, with chocolate. With a Kit Kat or the Snickers, you get the peanut and the caramel and everything that's in a Snickers, and I think you get more of it condensed. If that makes sense. I think there's just more flavor to it.
Sure.
I don't know. Someone test the science behind that.
Yeah. Try.
Well, my number 1, I put the pumpkin peanut butter Reese's cup because Halloween, makes it better. And I think
Never had it.
You've never had the pumpkin one? I mean, it's just like the Christmas tree. It's just designed in a pumpkin.
Oh. I thought it was with pumpkin flavor.
No.
Oh, I see.
I like Reese's peanut butter cups. I think in any form, like they're just great. They just came out with this new one that is like double peanut butter. So it's like it's like peanut butter, like what would be the chocolate, and then inside, and those were freaking amazing. But yeah, I'm a big peanut butter guy. So
my favorite Reese's were the Reese's cups with the pieces in them.
I've never had that.
You've never had that?
That's crazy.
Or they had like a Reese's bar that was something like that as well.
Yeah, they probably. Yeah, I mean, probably. They have the peanut butter, or they have pretzel ones, don't they? Like,
yeah. I think
maybe. Well,
I have peanut butter. I'm just a big Reese's guy.
Yeah, I've always been. I don't want to make you guys mad because you guys already seem to hate me. I've always been disappointed with Reese's cups.
I agree with you.
I think they're the most disappointing candy in the sense that like when you get chocolate and peanut butter together, you're like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be great. And then when you buy them and take a bite, you're like, I mean, it's all right.
Well, here's this. I'm gonna roll into my honorable mentions now because my top honorable mention is a Reese's, but it's what I think is the best Reese's, and it's Reese's Pieces.
Oh, the little like.
I love
M&Ms.
Reese's Pieces.
Yes, they're like M&Ms, and the peanut butter in the middle is smooth. I think they're smoother than the peanut butter M&Ms, but yeah, the Reese's cups. For me, like the peanut butter inside sometimes can get like pretty flaky.
Yeah.
And it's just like kind of too dense. But I love Reese's Pieces. So I have Reese's Pieces, and so that's sort of a testament to Reese's. I mean, I do like Reese's a lot. And then Almond Joy is on my list. Great combination with the almond and chocolate and
The coconut.
coconut. So good. And then third is Mr. Good Bar.
Dude, guess what my honorable mentions are?
What?
Almond Joy, Mr. Good Bar, and then the right Twix.
Okay.
We got two of the two.
Yeah,
We're
that's
like
good.
you almost.
I started liking his list a little bit better. Yeah, Mr. Good Bar. Have you ever had it? You like it?
I like Mr. Good Bar.
You don't
Especially
like, you
the
don't like
minis.
Almond Joy?
That's the worst candy. Spoiler alert, that's my number one on crap. It's the worst candy bar.
You're a fool.
No, you're so.
Do you
Worst-
not like coconut?
Absolutely not. It's
Okay,
the
well then
worst,
he doesn't like coconut.
worst flavor
I
ever.
mean, you're not gonna like it if you don't like coconut.
Almond Joy is terrible.
Well, Sam, tell us your honorable
worst.
mentions.
Snickers. The best gummy candy, Sour Patch Kids. And then the bar that was going to take the 1,000 gram bar, but I put it at honorable mention to take 5.
Sour Patch Kids, they make my tongue like
Red?
Yeah, like raw
Yeah.
when you eat them.
I
And
love
that's why I couldn't put them on my list.
I love them.
I love Sour Patch Kids.
You know, I
I mean, I love them all.
I
Love
can't
them all.
believe you guys put Almond Joy in your honorable mention.
How
Almond
can
Joy
you-
is so bad.
Oh, it's so delicious.
So good.
so
Dude.
terrible.
You
The
never-
red
did
bar
you,
or
did
the
you not
blue
even have the Girl Scout cookies? What are they? The Samoas?
Yeah, the ones that are like
The coconut
the flaky. Yeah, they're garbage too.
Oh.
So raw. They're the best.
No.
When you eat your Almond Joys, do you like sometimes bite the almond off the top and like dissect it?
No.
Oh. I was trying to like. I do sometimes.
Not once have I done that.
Sometimes. Like, it got like a little like almond button right in the middle.
disgusting.
That's
Well, as promised, got double cream of the crop for you. Cream of the crap this week. So we're gonna jump on into that one. Got another cream. Sam, you want to start this one?
Yeah, I will. I can't believe you guys have Almond Joy in one. I'm gonna start with my number one, Almond Joy. It's terrible.
Okay. Yeah.
You guys can start with your 5. I'm starting with my number one, Almond Joy. It's terrible.
Okay.
Not a big Almond Joy fan. Huh?
I hate it. It's
Weird.
the worst. Like in my sign language class, she asks us like, what's your favorite candy and least favorite candy? Every single time I literally spell out Almond Joy, and she like always stops me because she knows I'm already saying it first or signing it first, because it's that bad. I go through the lengths of signing that long name because of how terrible it is.
I was gonna say I just say like Twix. I just lie.
Yeah, exactly. Like you would think that. No, I spell it out because I hate it that much.
Nice.
Go with your number 5.
Oh, my number 5. This is one that you mentioned but didn't have on your list, and that's the Crunch Bar. And
Crunch Bar's on my honorable mention for top 5 worst.
I put it on there just because it's you get it with every Lunchable, and it just is the worst part of a Lunchable. And I always think like I
true.
save it for the last thing because that's what you're supposed to do with the candy bar. And then I eat my Lunchable. I was like, oh, that was so good. And then I eat my Crunch Bar, and I'm like, why?
Why?
The thing with Crunch Bar is like I want it to be as good as like a Mr. Good Bar. Like that's what it's sort of like the vibe it
Yep.
gives off is like some textured chocolate, but the chocolate I've never liked to start. And then like the Rice Krispies, they just don't match up to like peanuts. And
Yep.
so I don't like Crunch Bars at all, and they're in my honorable mention for it. So
Respect it.
my top 5 is a controversial one, and I'll preface this by all of these except for my number 1 I do like and will eat if they're in front of me, but they're not particularly the best. And number 5, that's candy corn. Candy corn it's a staple of Halloween. Like if I eat it, it's good. It's got a weird texture, but I typically will never eat it unless it's right in front of me.
I don't hate it. Like,
So, but it's low on the list because when I start eating it, I'm like, oh, this isn't too bad,
Yeah.
and then I eat it a little bit more. But yeah,
you gotta respect it, yeah.
And then number 4, gonna be the first gum on this list. It's Double Bubble gum. Trash. Number 4? No
That's
way.
on your list?
It's my number 4. I mean,
Oh, we don't know number 5. But
yeah, but I mean, yeah. I
it
agree.
loses its flavor in 3 seconds. It's got the weirdest texture. Like, it's so chalky when you first bite into it, and then when it's like softer, it's still like a wet concrete. It's so
It's terrible.
weird.
It's and guess what? Every time you walk around to go walk around with your pillowcase and you get some candy, guess what? You're gonna dump it out and there's gonna be a billion of them because everybody's so cheap and they give out Double Bubble.
I just give it to my dog.
It's terrible.
Can I tell you, I don't have.
Why?
Wait, you're getting.
I'm kidding.
I don't have Double Bubble on mine. I don't have any gum on mine. But if I were to put a gum on mine, it'd be Juicy Fruit.
What?
Do you guys like
No.
Juicy Fruit?
Juicy Fruit's the same thing where you lose its flavor, but Double Bubble is so much worse.
It's chalky. That was a great
The way
description.
it's like designed is like a gear.
Yeah.
Who wrote that off? Who said, yeah, that's a good idea? Skip, go
I
ahead.
don't mind.
Double Bubble's terrible. I agree.
My number 5. This is a very controversial one, and it's gonna make a lot of people mad. I've never been a fan of them. Any kind that you serve me, not gonna eat it, and that's Nerds. I just think that they're very I don't know. I just could never get into them. Like
I like Nerds.
they just
hate 'em.
they taste. It's not the taste. It's the texture of Nerds and like the tiny little crunchiness of
I
them.
love the texture.
I can't do that. I don't like him. I don't like him very much at all. And then even that, if the texture wasn't bad enough, the taste also isn't good. Like the taste isn't terrible, but it's not good enough to justify the texture. If that makes sense.
I mean, it makes sense. It was
Yeah.
a very good
Yeah.
argument.
Cool.
I just think you're wrong.
Oh, okay.
Me too.
I think Nerds are pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not a big
Very
fan.
good.
Well, since I'm going all out of order, I'll go with my number 5.
Go 5-3. Because you already gave 4, right?
I gave 1 and
Oh.
4.
Yeah.
My number 5 is Dots. I think Dots are bad.
I did have them on my list, but I took them off. They just edged out, but they were close.
I just don't like them. Like, they just get stuck to your teeth. Like when you, when I'm looking at like the list, I go back to thinking of when you're trick or treating and when you dump out your pillowcase and you see a box of Dots, you're like, this is terrible. I'd rather have seen a box of Milk Duds.
It's kind of dumb they come in boxes.
Yeah, why? Like, they just come in a bag.
I
Like,
guess Nerds did too.
waste them. But Nerds are respectful. You can they're little and I don't know. It's always fun to dump them back, you know.
It's always true.
Dots there, and when they come in the little box, there's like 2 of them in it. And
That's true. That's the problem.
And then they both get stuck in your teeth, and you're like sitting there like scrubbing your teeth with your fingers. Like, it's terrible. Dots are garbage. Never will eat them ever again.
I'll be the guy that takes your Dots from you when we go trick or treating.
Well, guess
I'll
what?
take
Have them. Have all of them.
Wait. So have we said 4 yet?
We did.
So you say 3, and then
I've
we'll
already
get to
said
3.
3 of them already. I said Dots.
Oh yeah, you only got
Dots
1
is
left.
5. 4 is
I just
Double
got 2.
Bubble, and
Oh, yeah.
1 is Almond Joy. So
Let's
I got
go with
3
you.
and 2.
You give 3, and then you give.
Okay, my number 3 is the candy of choice for all elementary school teachers for prizes. That's Smarties.
All my honorable mentions.
Awful. I
Same.
mean, they were good as kid, but now like the chalkiness, they're nothing special, and you don't know what flavor any of them are. You just open them up, you throw them in.
So true.
I couldn't tell you. I mean, and sometimes like you said, you at Christmas you unleash all the candy, and then half of them are like it's unrolled because it's not like securely
on the bottom of
packaged.
your
Yeah, it's
stocking,
just
yeah.
there's dust everywhere. Pretty bad one for me.
I'd like to think that I would be smarter today if I had more of an incentive to answer questions right in elementary school.
Sure.
That's what I blame it on. I blame Smarties on my lack of an education.
It's true.
If they were getting out mini Snickers, dude, I'm getting every question right, and I'm in Harvard right now. It's the Smarties that killed me.
That's right.
Wow.
All right, my number 3. My number 3 is one that I couldn't not have it on my list because it's that bad, and that's Snow Caps. They're like those little chocolate discs with like white crunch things on them.
I literally have no idea what you're
I've
talking
never
about.
even
Never seen a snow cap. I get them all the time for Christmas, and that's when they come around, and they're so bad. Like they're like I can't even like imagine tasting them. That's how bad they are. Look up a snow cap. You guys got computers and stuff.
Yeah, well,
Look up a snow cap, and you'll be like, "Oh, I know what those are. Or I've seen those somewhere." It's no W in the snow cap, by the way, when you look it up.
Oh, it's a bird.
Look at those things.
Oh wow, Oh, those look kind of good though.
They're not.
Let me see.
Don't be fooled.
Ignore the dog. They look like chocolate with like white sprinkles on it.
I've seen them. They actually look
I have
good.
seen them.
Don't be
now that
fooled.
you
Don't
say
be
it.
fooled. Don't be fooled. You're gonna be like, oh, they actually look kind of good, and then you're gonna go eat them and be like, bleh. So don't do it. I'm warning you now. Snow caps, bad. Thumbs down. Number 3. Sam, what's your number 3?
Mine is circus peanuts.
On my honorable mention.
Yeah, I would put Peeps here, but I felt like Peeps. I felt like Peeps are more Easter candy, so I didn't want to put it in the Halloween. So I was like, they're kind of on the same level to me. So I went with circus peanuts. I think they're terrible.
We never specified Halloween, just candy in general, but
Yeah.
I like Peeps.
I don't like Peeps.
Me neither.
I don't like
They're
You guys
terrible.
are
Peeps
missing
are
out.
gross.
You guys are missing out.
But so are circus peanuts. So good pick. Good
Yeah,
number.
they're on my honorable mention because I can eat them, but I don't want to.
Yeah. Like, why would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I only have one more.
Yeah. So now we'll go back here.
My number 2 is Milk Duds.
I love Milk Duds.
Never
too.
liked them. Hated them. Yeah. It was everyone's like movie theater choice of snack. I've never liked them at all.
Same complaint with I like them because I think they're good, but they're the same thing as dots. Come in a little box and you get 3 of them.
Yeah.
And they stick to your teeth real bad.
Yeah.
Real bad.
You really got
But
to work to get them up, but they're good.
they're worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
I've never found the charm of them.
I'm a big Milk Duds guy.
I like them.
My number 3 is one that I don't hate
number
this
2?
one. Oh, my number 2. You're right. My number 2, I don't hate this one, but it's Three Musketeers.
My number 2.
And I think that good.
Wow, really?
The Three Musketeers.
Not bad.
But the reason that I have it here is because it's trying to dance with the big boys. It's like whenever you see them, you compare them. They come in like the same thing as like the Twix and the Snickers and the Kitkats, and they're not. They're just not even close to that level. If they were like a sub tier, like a 1,000 gram or like a Crunch Bar or like on like the second level of candy, I'd be like, yeah, they're pretty good. But they're trying too hard. They're not on that level, and everybody tries to put them there.
It's not a very good argument.
Yeah, that's. I don't know what you're saying.
They just don't fit. With...
I think they are better than a Payday or 1,000 gram.
You're a fool.
I've never had one, and I've been dissatisfied. Like I eat it, and then it's good. It's not bad.
Oh, it's my number 2. I hate it too because it has coconut in it.
Oh.
It's terrible.
Does it?
I don't know.
I don't think it does.
Well, when I eat it, it tastes like coconut to me, and I hate it.
I was about to say I don't feel like I would.
I'm gonna 1 second. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you go ahead and look it up. But I'm pretty sure it has coconut in it because that's why I've always hated it. And if it doesn't, then maybe I'll give it another shot. But
Ingredients.
Don't think it has.
I-
It might though.
Did you?
I think it's just chocolate and nougat, isn't it?
It's got milk chocolate, sugar, corn syrup. It's got some palm oil.
Okay. Sure.
coconut.
Yeah.
Coconuts come from palm trees.
Dude, you're kind of right. Maybe it's just straight
Wow,
coconut.
yeah.
No, it's like just a powdery chocolate stuff on the inside almost. Not powdery, but like
Oh, it's nougat.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that what nougat is?
Well, it tastes like coconut to me, and I
Isn't
hate
it?
it. So
What is that? Is that nougat on the inside there? It's almost like a Play-Doh consistency on the inside.
No, you guys are wrong.
It's almost like a Play-Doh.
You guys are
consistency.
whack for putting that at top 5.
No, it's definitely number
Whack.
2. Number 2. I agree with you, Sam.
nice.
Nice.
Whack. Well,
Number 1. Do you want me to go? Because actually, you've already said mine, so I will go.
Sure.
And that's candy corn.
mm,
I've never liked candy corn. That's why it's.
yeah. So I'll go my number 1 because you already said it. My number 1 is Heath.
What?
Think that is the one candy that I have never ever liked. Awful, not good, worst candy ever.
You're a fool.
Nope. I knew that you would be mad about it because I know you love Heath.
Oh my
And you've
God.
loved Heath for as long as I've known you, and I've even given it a try many times, and I have never once liked it. Not once has it ever been like, this is okay. It's not like a Three Musketeers where this is okay. This is just bad. Toffee's bad.
Yeah, I agree.
You guys aren't toffee guys?
Heath is bad.
Heath is the worst.
You guys
candy
are missing out, I think. And I think this is why I'm glad that people have different taste buds. Is so that way I don't have to
So I don't have to eat Heath's.
I don't have to experience a world without Heath bars. I couldn't imagine a world without Heath bars. I'm gonna go get a Heath bar.
It's like you said, it's probably good in ice cream because ice cream masks it.
Get a Heath ice cream.
Yeah,
Then you'll be like,
that's the
yeah.
only way I could probably eat a Heath.
I'm all in.
My number one's Almond Joy.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Weird, bad take.
Terrible.
All right. What are your honorable mentions?
Don't you have to do your number one?
Mine was candy corn.
Oh.
I already said it. It's also bad.
No. My honorable mentions were Swedish Fish, Smarties, and one that has not been mentioned. And to be honest, I do eat it. Like, if it's there, I will eat it. But it's something that I'm just like, I guess I'll eat it. And that's Twizzlers.
Oh,
Twizzlers are
I love
great.
Twizzlers.
Why weren't they on your list?
How dare you?
They're not top 5.
Oh, they're great, though.
They're great.
No, they're not.
My
a great
top
snack.
My top 8 are great, are amazing, and there's still a lot that are great.
I'm just not a big
Snickers
fan
is
of
great.
Twizzler.
What
I
about
just-
red vines?
No.
The ones you can peel off.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, those are bad actually. I don't like those. I like
You're
Twizzlers. I don't like red
I like
vines.
both. They're both good.
I don't like red vines.
Ridiculous.
My honorable mentions, I went with the tropical Snickers, or Skittles, wow. The tropical Skittles, like the green bag. Smarties, and then the left Twix.
The tropical Skittles?
Yeah.
Those
not a
are the
fan.
best.
No, those are bad. I don't like them.
Oh, maybe no. Okay.
And they're not in the green bag. They're in the
No.
light blue. Like
Yeah, the light blue bag. The light blue
Yeah,
bag.
they're like the coconut and the pineapple ones, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
they're
not coconut, but pineapple. I think I remember.
They're the bad ones.
They're still
They're the bad
They're
ones.
still good. My honorable mentions: Circus Peanuts, which was said; Crunch Bar, which was said; and one that wasn't said: Whoopers, or Whoppers.
Whopper. Yeah.
Those aren't good either. And but they're like you'd eat them. You know, like
I would never.
no, never.
They're too hard, and they don't like the weird inside. I don't know what it is, but it's just bad. I don't.
You
like
know
it.
one candy bar that didn't get any love on either crap or crop that I just think deserves to be talked about is the Milky Way. I think the Milky Way is a solid bar. Pretty good.
I think it's just as good as the Three Musketeers. A little better.
Pretty generic.
I think I rank those two the same. One thing that was on my list that got taken off for the Cowtails that I just threw off my list was the Extreme Airheads.
Oh,
Like
Those
the
are good.
like the long rainbow ones with
Yeah.
like the sugar on it.
Mm-hmm.
Those are so good.
Yeah.
yeah.
And they do it well.
Skittles, other than your tropical one, didn't get much love.
I love Skittles,
Or
just not
Starbursts.
tropical ones.
Or
That's what,
Starbursts, yeah. Those are good too.
Crazy.
it's a good crop though.
Yeah.
Great harvest.
Hey, we're gonna post these on our social medias,
Yes,
and
sir.
we're gonna have you guys vote. So make sure, and also just let us know down in the comments what's your top 5 favorite, top 5 least favorite. Let us know what you want and don't want in your bag this Sunday. I'm winking, but you can't see it actually.